disclaimer for today's video. I know we're going to be talking a lot about the Oculus Rift S and about new technologies, but one thing to keep in mind is that until you try something, until you actually see it for yourself, you probably shouldn't make too many judgments towards it. Until I get some more time with it myself, I don't really want to make any judgments or new statements about it. And if there is negativity, understand that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be paying attention to these different things and trying to make fixes, as of course there's also a lot of intelligent people that made these decisions, so maybe there's reasons why some of these things that were done. Because at the end of the day, the whole point is that we want to have mass adoption of VR, and if VR isn't accessible for everyone, we're not going to have mass adoption. If it's not accessible for everyone, we're not going to have these amazing high-end VR systems eventually, which is what we want. We want these amazing high-quality displays at cheap prices. Well, the only way for us to get them is to have mass adoption, which eventually takes a good VR headset in the first place that's at a cheap enough price for everybody to get it. So there, that's what it is. Welcome back to day number 3. Here we are at GDC. We got here kind of late, but that's kind of the plan. I have this thing where I want to go and go to every single party and see every move and see every session, but it's just not possible. Obviously this morning we had the Rift S announced, and we have a few other VR things that we want to see, including some Pico things, as well as even Eric posted stuff about the Reverb earlier, and I can't wait to see some of these different VR things that are in the actual showcase floor, so we're going to go to that right now. Just go ahead. We got here really late today, and the reason for that is because, you know, we were busy. We're gonna go ahead and cut through this, and then it's gonna go, yeah, right there, right there. Those. Hey, I recognize that guy. I recognize that guy. I feel. Did that guy take my pizza one time? Garden stuff on, or they have stuff on the best stuff on the floor. This guy right here.
You told me I was the best staff on the floor.
Oculus is the best stuff. No, just in general.
We start going up.
Silicon Valley Global News. I got to try the Oculus Rift S today. It has 5 cameras. It has 2 in the front, it has 1 on each side of your head, it has 1 above you. The 2 on the side are sort of pointed down and then and to the side. So that's a big difference over the 4 cameras on the Oculus Quest. I took lots of pictures I'm going to share later. I got to try Beat Saber on the Quest, Dead and Buried 2, Sports Scramble, and Journey of the Gods. And on the Rift S, I got to try Asgard's Wrath, Stormland, and Vacation Simulator, which is a sequel to Job Simulator. I have to say that the Quest is definitely not going to replace the Rift. Stormland is coming to the Rift S, but they haven't announced it for the Quest. And you can tell that the GPU on the Rift can definitely be pushed a lot further. That said, the graphics on the Quest, they give you the feeling of playing with a Rift. You get the full 6 dock, you get your hands in there. It's a really great experience. I'm really looking forward to getting a Quest. It's a great product. It's for most people in the world who have VR, have Gear VRs, and it's a huge upgrade over Gear VR. It's not better than the Rift. It has a few features that are better than the Rift in that you have there's no cord. So you have complete freedom of movement. You can spin 360 degrees. That's probably the main feature that it has above the Rift.
Is the Rift S better than the Oculus Rift?
In terms of being able to take advantage of the full graphics horsepower of your PC, yes, it is. The games, if you want the very best looking games, they're going to be on the Rift S, in my humble opinion. But the Quest games, as a device, it's in between Gear VR or Oculus Go and the Rift. The Quest is a great product. It's a product most people will get because for 399 bucks, you don't need a computer. It's probably the best. It's the best value in mobile VR headsets that you could possibly get. And for most people who don't want to invest in a gaming PC, it's probably the best value.
Thanks, man.
All right.
Well, you know, we got. Show floor. We're going to be checking out some different games that they have back here and see what's available for us. We have, of course, the other hall that we're going to be checking out right after this, so let's see what they have. Follow Voodoo without him knowing. So the segment 3 of my video is where I follow Voodoo for like 45 seconds where he doesn't know it.
Oh no, don't do that.
It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait for that part. Procedural generations. I've got a really old What's going on? We are hanging out here at the showroom floor of GDC 2019. We've got Eric, E- here. Of course, we've got Thomas, Voodoo, and we just got done filming a few different first impressions of the Oculus Rift S. Because of course, both of these guys got to try it, including this guy being the first public user in the world of the Oculus Rift S. That'll be a title he'll forever remember until next year when they come out with a new headset. Anyways, we're having a great time here right now. We'll just have fun with it, and we'll say. Okay guys, here we are still on day number 3, and I just got done running into E-. We've got Eric over here as well, another VR content creator. And of course, like we saw earlier, we've got Voodoo, Mr. Thomas, hanging out with us all the way from Germany. So thanks for being here. I have not gotten to officially try the Oculus Rift S, especially with, you know, actually checking out the game visuals through the headset. So we're gonna actually listen to the people who have got the lowdown. The first person who publicly got to try out the Rift S right here is Thomas. And can you tell me, Thomas, what was the Rift S like for you? Tell me a little bit about your experience with it.
So I have the old Rift at home, and to compare it, I had it on my head, and the field of view was smaller than the Rift. So that was the first thing that I noted. I didn't like that, but everything else was really impressive. So the comfort is like perfect. I've never had another headset that fits so good on my head. And the screen door effect was also impressive. So you see the pixels, but it didn't bother me. It was like fun. I played Asgard's Wrath. And what I also noticed is when I had the main menu that was like a dark scene, the LC display, so the gray stuff, it was not black. But then I tried the tracking, so the Rift S has 5 cameras, 2 in the front, 2 at the sides and 1 at the top. And that was like perfect, like the lighthouse tracking, I would say. There was absolutely no problem with the tracking, and that was very impressive for me. So yeah, the best thing is the tracking, and the worst thing for me is the field of view. Yeah, so that's what my first impressions of the Rift S were.
Excellent. Do you think that you'd be able to play Echo Arena with it? Like VR esports? People want to know.
Oh, I'm too stupid to play this game. But perhaps we can try it. Yeah, it should work. Yeah, it should work because of the tracking camera up on the top and stuff. That's very good. Yeah.
As far as speed, no problems with speed whatsoever?
No.
No
problem.
Eric, do you have anything to add? Anything that he said that you disagree with? Because you also got to try out the Rift S.
So I actually didn't mind the slightly reduced field of view. It really feels just like the Quest. So one of the things that's different about having the Quest and the Rift S versus the Quest versus the regular Rift is the Rift had their old kind of half-moon style touch controllers. Both the Rift S and the Quest have the same controller. So I don't know if they're exactly the same, but they feel the same in my hands. So having that controller parity, maybe they'll even just sell one controller accessory that fits the whole line. That would be kind of cool. But the field of view felt almost identical, if not identical, to the Quest. The comfort settings, again, just like he mentioned, huge thing for me because I have terrible sinus issues. Wearing a headset, I have to wear my glasses because I'm blind otherwise. So I've got something pushing against my sinuses already. Having something else there is terrible. The Rift S has kind of a flexible, rubbery style head gasket. It's really, really comfortable, and the other thing it does is cuts out that light bleed that you get with the regular Rift. So there's this tiny little notch if you really look for it and squint. Otherwise, it's not there. I also got to try the HP Reverb. It has really nice screens.
Really nice screens. You can tell he means a lot of good stuff by that right there. Well, I appreciate your information right there. We're also going to be coming back with Thomas and Eric when it comes to PAX East, so be sure to follow both these guys. I know Voodoo's got a channel on YouTube, but something like that. Can you? What's your channel name?
Yeah, that's VoodooDEVR for the German channel and VoodooDEVR English version for the English version.
Excellent. That's right. Dude's doing multi-language channels too. Yeah, very impressive. Very impressive. Great guy. Make sure to follow him on both of those channels. Doesn't care what language you speak. And of course, Eric, he's got a new VR show he's been doing too. Eric, what's that about?
It's called 4EVR, or Forever, because VR is not dead. It's forever.
Oh, that's right. It's not dead. It's not dead. Ah, okay. All right. Yeah. And back to Kyle over here from Upload VR. Hey Kyle, so you got to try out the Oculus Rift S?
Yes, I did.
Tell me about it.
Oh, wow. I was so impressed with how much comfort there was on my face, the new strap, the way that you can kind of move it in and out a little bit. Wonderful. You know, I've seen a lot of people say like, oh, the specs don't look good, the specs don't look good. I can tell you right now, having it on my head, it looks good, it feels good, it tracked good. It was amazing. I'm looking forward to getting one myself.
Excellent, excellent. So I'm really happy to hear those kind of remarks. You said you were Facebook live streaming during it?
I did. I Facebook live streamed my first Rift S experience. Go to Upload VR Facebook page and you can check out that video. You can see me wrathing some Asgard and beating some sabers.
Excellent, excellent. All right, can't wait to see what you do tomorrow, man. All right.
Yay!
Is this it?
That's it.
So what is this thing and what am I trying?
Yeah, so it's
Good afternoon, everyone.
new HP
My name
headset.
is Rick Cohn. I am a program manager on the Play
It's
Factory.
Windows Mixed Reality. Once you get it on, you get a timer on the screen. You don't turn that up and you see the
about 5 years ago. What we did was really
walking the show floor right now. I've gotten to see quite a bit of different things. I've ran into a lot of really cool people. Just actually saw Joe Raddick, one of the VR developers, recently as well. A lot of really cool, fun people here. I really appreciate Kyle and of course the other content creators for having the time to take for the quick interviews and giving you guys some of the insights on the Rift S. I hope to bring you some more of the upcoming news with what's happening with these releases, but more of anything, I just want you guys to feel like you're here at the venue with me. I want these videos to serve as somewhat of an outlet for somebody who was stuck at home to feel like they got to experience GDC. So that's kind of my main purpose. It's not really to give you guys the most up-to-date news. My main purpose is really just to bring you along for the ride. I want you guys to have fun, and if there's something that you want to see, please let me know. I'll be sure to go check it out and show it for you. Also, I just want to have a good time and make the community a more fun place to be. So that's really my main goal, and hopefully I can do that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go have a meeting with Pico right now, and then B Haptics is after that. Today we've got the SVVR mixer party, which is going on tonight. There's also a gaming girls thing going on to help out the girl developers, as well as we have there's the Oculus party, the big infamous Oculus party going on tonight, which I've heard is pretty hard to get into, and they've kind of not allowed some people to go. But anyways, I'm probably not going to end up going to that because I don't think I'm wanted. So anyways, I'll go to the parties where they want me to be, and I'll see you guys later.
My name is Rick Cody.
That's two names, man.
I got two names.
Rick Cody right here from Harmonix. All right, Harmonix is doing Audica. And yeah, tell me what's going on here today, man.
Yeah, so Audica is a VR rhythm shooter, and like I said, it's made by Harmonix Music Systems. We're the company that makes Rock Band, made Dance Central franchise. And so Audica is, like I said, it's VR rhythm. What does that mean? You're shooting targets, you're creating like drum beats as you shoot targets. If you hold notes and sustains, you're creating bass, like you're making bass sounds. And it's like very sensory, very immersive. I highly recommend if you want like an immersive VR experience, it's competitive, give it a shot.
Definitely, definitely. Try it out. Thanks, Rick. Appreciate it. I'm like the only one here left. Time to go home. See you tomorrow. Okay, so here we are outside of GDC on day number 3. I'm about to walk over to the Temple nightclub, which is where they're doing the SVVR meetup, and we're gonna have some fun, hang out with the VR people there. Of course, we have Carl Krantz, who heads that whole thing, and usually there's just a bunch of people from all over, as well as the entire basement is full of Oculus developers, or just developers in VR in general, not Oculus, but of course HTC Vive, Windows Mixed Reality. We have everything down there. I'm going to go ahead and probably talk to a few people about their, their ideas with the Oculus and what they're doing with that whole ecosystem, as well as potentially play some games. I'm probably going to take some footage, but I'm not going to do any more talking. It's very loud in there. So once again, I hope you guys do enjoy the content. If there's something that you'd like to see, please let me know. I'm going to show you some B-roll of the SVVR party, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.
I've been drinking, I'm driving while texting and speeding. I swear that I ain't going home. You hold my phone and won't leave me alone. I'm placebo, blank, Coca, Matron. I'm on Coca, Patron, Coca, Matron, Coca, Coke and Patron. I've been drinking, I'm driving while texting and speeding. I swear that I ain't going home. If you're home on my phone, it won't leave me alone. I'm like sleep up like Coke and Patron. I'm on that Coke and Patron, 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 Coke and Patron. I've been drinking, I'm driving while texting and speeding. I swear that I ain't going home. I'm on that Coke and Patron, 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 Coke and Patron. I've been hiding myself, so no eyes on my scope. I'm hiding your hopes and inviting your hoes. I hold the control. All this Coke and Patron, I'm hiding myself, so no eyes on my scope. I'm hiding your hopes and inviting your hoes. I hold the control. All this Coke and Patron won't leave me alone. She say I treated her wrong. See, I don't believe it at all. I don't trust her soul, so outside of my own. I'm out of control, ain't bad all these loans. Time to get back on the road. See this success getting sold. I'm scratching them off, just like the jackpot I'm on. Y'all touch on back on the wall. Reminiscing, playing basketball at the course with the gas. Now we draft for a sport. Dick is your bows in the jersey with forces of Jordans was actually on. Nike and Reebok, the glasses was on. Now Gucci and Louis be on. Polo and Troy be on. I'm on the jewelry be on. I like a movie be on. I'm on that Coke and Patron, 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 Coke and Patron. I've been drinking, I'm driving while texting and speeding. I swear that I ain't going home. I've been hiding my soul, so no eyes on my scope. So I'm hiding your hopes and inviting your hoes. Coke and Patron, Coke and Patron, Coke and Patron, Coke and Patron, Coke and Patron. I've been hiding my soul, so no eyes on my scope. So I'm hiding your hopes and inviting your hoes. I hold the control. All this Coke and Patron, I'm on Coke and Patron. Only 10 in the morning, I might fuck around and drink all of this shit. Smoking ozone with codeine inside of my swisher to complement. God trying to open the door. My life was longer before. I'm on that Coke and Patron. I'm on that Coke and Patron. I'm drinking, I'm driving, I'm texting, I'm beating, I'm